What's going on, guys? It's Cole, and welcome to Week 6 of the Global Pokémon Invitational. So last week, we got our third win in a row when we beat Juan, who unfortunately I don't think has beaten me yet in this entire league. But anyway, so this week we go up against the soon-to-be commissioner of the league, because after the Global Pokémon Invitational, Ryan's done. So Kevin, congratulations on being the new commissioner. But let's take a look at his team, shall we? So he has Great Tusk, Kingambit, Ribombee, Noivern. He had drafted D.C.D but dropped it and picked up Noivern week 3. Then he has his usual Limit Breaker, Medicham, Gastrodon, Iron Moth, who I think Andrew might have picked up for his team if Kevin hadn't. And then he has Klefki, Umbreon, and Mamoswine, which he had dropped Rotom Frost for. So the Pokemon that he can terrestrialize are Noivern, Medicham, Klefki, Umbreon, and Mamoswine. Alright, so let's get into the battle. But not before looking at our team, because as you saw, we made 2 final swaps this week. If you saw it from my recording from last week. So we dropped Gliscor and picked up Komao, and then I dropped Ambipom and picked up Abomasnow. Alright, so I will see you in the battle. Oh, and I'll read off my terrestrializations. So I can terrestrialize the entire right side. So Abomasnow, Glastrier, Magcargo, Weezing, and Dragalge. Weezing and Dragalge have been very good terras for me. Weezing's been putting in the work, as has Dragalge. Dragalge's at 10 KOs in 5 games, and it's only been knocked out once. Cresselia's got its 5 KOs from that one game against Simuini. Mamo's up to 12. Muck's gotten 5. Glastrier's also got 12 knockouts. I forgot about that. And like I said, Weezing has gotten 4. Alright, so I will see you guys in the battle. Alright, so we are getting ready to battle with Kevin. The team that we're bringing is Cresselia, Dragalge, Weezing, Glastrier, Mamoswine, and Abomasnow. So Abomasnow has the Eject Pack, Mamoswine has the Life Orb, Glastrier still has its Assault Vest, Weezing has its Leftovers, Dragalge has the Choice Specs, and Cresselia has the Rocky Helmet. So he leads off with, as I figured, Ribombee. So we go into Weezing to take the Bug Buzz. So as I figured, he used a Sticky Web as we get off a Sludge Bomb, knocking him almost to Sash. So I go for a Protect in case he wanted to go for like a Psychic or something. But instead, he sent out Smuckers to Gastrodon. So we get the Will-O-Wisp off. As he sets up Stealth Rock. No stops. We're basically back at full with the leftovers now. So I go for a Protect. Blocks his Surf. So that we would just fall asleep without taking any damage. Stupid thing decided to freeze as I was recording. Hello, me in the past. Alright. So I decided to send out Abomasnow. Which procs our Eject Pack. We go into Cresselia, who will take rocks but is immune to the Sticky Web as he withdraws Smuckers and goes into Limit Breaker, the Medicham. So he withdraws Limit Breaker. Goes into Checkmate the Kingambit. As we just go for a Thunderbolt. we withdraw and go into Wheezing, expecting a dark move. And he just sets up a Swords Dance. It brought us down to 14. So he outspeeds with an Iron Head and knocks out Wheezing. So we go into Glastrier. I go for a Terra Ghost, expecting the Iron Head, hoping that I can live a +2 Iron Head. And he instead goes for a Kowtow Cleave. So I don't know if he expected me to go Terra Ghost, but anyway. Yeah, so that immediately failed. So I go into Mamoswine. So then I immediately switch into a Abomasnow to get the snow up. So it dives to the Iron Head. So I'm just going to say it now, this thing runs my entire team. This thing is the reason I lose game 1. Mamoswine goes down. So we go into Dragalge. Catch out Cleave knocks out Dragalge. So like I said, it's over, so I'll see you guys in game 2, but I'll let this play out. But instead, he withdraws checkmate, goes into TJ, and then I went for a Moonlight. I go for a Thunderbolt, which does nothing, and he goes for a Toxic. So I'll just skip to the end of this battle because I'm not going to waste time on Toxic. Alright, so the Toxic knocks out Cresselia, so it's on to game 2. Alright, so welcome to game 2. So obviously that didn't go the way we planned at all. But I mean, I knew I would have trouble with Kevin anyway, because he's really good. And then also, obviously, Kingambit Swords Dancing and then running my team wasn't what I expected. So he leads off with Ribombee as we lead off with Dragalge. So we have Scald because we're Terra Water. So he immediately sets up Sticky Webs as I go for a flip turn. So we send out Weezing, who has Levitate this week, so is immune to the Sticky Webs. So I go for a Heat Wave, expecting him to go into Kingambit, but instead he goes into Smuckers. So we withdraw Weezing and go into Dragalge. he sets up a Stealth Rock. And what I didn't know is his Gastrodon is Sticky Hold and not Storm Drain. But instead I just go straight for the Draco. So he withdraws Gastro and goes into TJ. Who takes massive damage from the Draco Meteor. So he withdraws TJ and goes out into checkmate. So I withdraw and go into Weezing. He goes for another Swords Dance, and I'm like, no. I don't want this thing to run my team again. So he withdraws checkmate and goes into Smuckers. He then gets burned. So I go for Protect. So we go into Mamoswine. So Smuckers is hurt by its burn. And this is when I found out that it was Sticky Hold, as Citrus Berry procs. He goes for a Recover. And we go to sleep. So we withdraw Mamoswine and go into Glastrier. As he withdraws Smuckers and goes into Limit Breaker. So I go for an Avalanche, expecting him to be Choice Scarfed, so he should be able to live. And he Terra Fires. So Avalanche does just over half, but doesn't knock out. So Cresselia comes out, and then I switch with Gastrodon out, and I go into Weezing. But then he withdraws and goes into Checkmate. So I go straight for the Heat Wave. As he withdraws Checkmate. He goes into Smuckers. So now that I know he's not Sticky Hole, he's not Storm Drain, I can go into Dragalge. As he goes for a Surf. So he goes into Ribombee as I go for a Terra. And we're Terra Water, so that Scald will be stabbed because I didn't want to use Hydro Pump. So Scald will knock out Sinbug Lady. So then sends out TJ. I predicted would use Toxic, so I went into Wheezing. But he just went for a Wish. So I went for Will-O-Wisp, even though I knew he was going to protect. But just on the chance he decided to swap out. He goes for another Wish. As I go for a soft Heat Wave. So he withdraws TJ and goes into Limit Breaker to heal her up. As I withdraw Wheezing and go into Abomasnow. Which procs my ejects back. So I go into Neon. So then he goes into Checkmate. As I go for Moonlight. We have 3 minutes left until the battle. So I go into Wheezing. As he sets up a Swords Dance. So I go for Protect. As he went for a Kowtow Cleave. As he sets up another Swords Dance. I hit a Will-O-Wisp. So I go for Protect. So the battle's going to end at time. He decided to give me this game just to help with my differential a little bit. So we're going to go on to a game 3. Kowtow Cleave knocks out Wheezing. So I go into Abomasnow. So see you guys in game 3. Alright, so we are going to lead off with Mamoswine in Game 3. So Kevin, like I had said, decided to give me Game 2 just to help with differential. So we're going into Game 3. So, once again, he leads off with Sin Bug Lady. As like I said, we lead off with Mamoswine. Ice Shard brings it down to like a quarter. Not a quarter, like just over a third. So anticipating the switch, I click knock off, but he goes for energy ball. So if I'd gone for ice shard, I would have just knocked it out without taking any extra damage. So he goes into Smuckers. So I go for Earthquake. Bring him down to just below half. And proccing a Citrus Berry. As he hits a Surf and knocks out Mamoswine. Should we bring out Glastrier? Who doesn't care about the speed drop because this thing's slow anyway. So he goes for a Yawn. I don't even know what I was doing there. So I just go for a Body Press. Body Press doesn't do much as we go to sleep. So we go into Dragalge as he clicks Recover. So as he withdraws Smuckers, and sends out TJ. Since I know he doesn't have Storm Drain, I go for a Scald, which doesn't do much. So I withdraw Dragalge, go into Wheezing, And we're immune to the sticky webs because of Levitate, as he goes for a Wish. So he switches out as we go for a Sludge Bomb. He goes on to Smuckers. So Sludge Bomb's going to do very little, but it does poison. As he gets healed by the Wish. Go for another Sludge Bomb. As he goes for a Surf, which is a decent amount of damage. Surf comes off, does almost 70 damage, or almost 60, sorry. We're going to go into Dragalge, expecting him to recover, and he does. Of course, he switches into TJ. Scald goes off, which is now Stab, and it does really good damage to TJ. Synchronize will burn us. Oh, nope, it doesn't. Okay. He goes for a Wish, but Scald will knock him out. We then send out Limit Breaker. So I go into Neon. Close Combat does like 48 damage, which is barely anything. It's hurt by the Rocky Helmet, but is healed by the Wish, so didn't really matter. So he goes into Kingambit. Then I go into Abomasnow. Lose speed on the sticky webs, which procs my eject pack. Honestly, it was for a Leaf Storm, but hey, it grants me an easy switch, so might as well. He goes for a Kowtow, which unfortunately knocks out Dragalge. I was really hoping I could take that. So, I mean, at this point, it's over. Like, I can't win. This thing is too strong. So, and even with the defense boost from the snow, Glastrier doesn't live. But instead, he goes for a Swords Dance. What I would have needed is a Wake Up, and then I could have knocked out Checkmate. Maybe that would have possibly given me a chance, but I'm not sure. So yep, he sets up the Swords Dance, Iron Head one-shot KOs Glastrier, and then basically Kowtow Cleave will decimate everything else on my team. So we lose game 3. We once again lose to Kevin. Unfortunately, that ended our 3-week winning streak. But anyway. So next week, we will be going up against Jules and the Seattle Shiny Sylveons. So I'll let this game play out, and then I will see you guys next week. And as Weaving comes out, I'll sign off with a later. So see you guys next week. Later.